Okay, let's see. Click this button to share your browser. I don't know. Then the button disappeared right away. So anyways, hey guys, it's your girl Wisdom. Like, share, subscribe. I wanted to come back and give an update on my ADHD journey. Remember, I told you I was going to eat nothing but potatoes to see if I had a, of course, that's an ADHD statement, right? I'm going to eat nothing but potatoes for an entire week to see if it has an effect on my mental health. Well, I'm going to tell y'all this. It did have an effect, but I didn't go a whole week. What I learned was I wanted to come and tell y'all the things that I've learned just in case you're battling with this ADHD journey. So, matter of fact, let me back up and recount what has happened. So, for the past 10 years, I was on ADHD medications. Now, I'm not one of those people who got diagnosed as a child. Nope, I was in all the remedial classes, slow people classes type thing, because they didn't people didn't understand really what I was going through. You get what I'm saying? So instead, it was easier for them to label me as slow or something like that. But the truth was, ADHD makes you very fast, where you're really, really fast. You get what I'm saying? Where you're on to the next thing before everyone else digs in and focuses on what they're learning. You done already learned it, picked it out, and understood it, and moved on to figure out why it happens that way. You get what I'm saying? So, I didn't get diagnosed with ADHD until I was in college. And I did not start taking the medications until I was in college, right? Before then, I used to do all of the, you know how student services will give you opportunities outside of medication. Let's say you're the type of person doesn't want to take medication. When you have ADHD and in college, uh, like the tutorial program or department, what they did is they allowed me to use um I guess just leaving my brain. They allowed me to use the same materials and computer systems that blind children use. And that was the way that I got to college. Okay. So, like, instead of me having to read the book myself, I would put on headphones, and the book would be read to me. You get what I'm saying? And then all I had to do was look for the key points and take my notes for what they were saying. You get what I'm saying? Because often with ADHD, when you start reading, you drift off. Like let's say you're reading a paragraph and it's a really good paragraph, but if it's too good, you're going to wander off and then go make correlations. You're going to go too deep with it to where you didn't learn what the teacher was telling you to learn. You learned the depth of the reading. You get what I'm saying? To where you done took it to, archaeology. You done went, why? I don't understand. Why would they do that? You know what I mean? So you went further with it a lot of times, but at the same point, you didn't get the focused attention of what the teacher wanted. Okay. So when I got to college, I was still using those types of programs to help me focus and read. But then, by then I was an adult. My dad was against the medication. So by then I was an adult, and I could make that decision for myself. So I did try the ADHD medicine, and I did not like the way people treated me when I told them that I had to take ADHD medicine. And then you'll get, if people, some people are get addicted to that medication, right? So let's talk about that too. I have had friends steal it from me. I have had to hide it from people. It was a real serious moment there where I would, because it didn't have the same effect on me that it had on them, right? A person with ADHD, um, medicines like Adderall don't speed me up. You get what I'm saying? It makes me go, Whereas with them, it makes them speed up and, that it changes their structure. Like they can't sleep. I could take my ADHD medicine and go to sleep just fine. Matter of fact, sleep better than I was sleeping before. You know what I mean? So it had an opposite effect on me. But it was a situation where people targeted you if you were on the medication, and doctors' offices and jobs and people would automatically put you in the same category as those that would abuse it. So then I started working at Applewood Centers and I refused to take the medicine at this point. So I graduated college and I refused to take the medicine. But praise God, I work for Applewood Centers. My boss and all, like, so I work with a lot of social workers that understood medication and diagnosis and things like that. So I was afraid to go back to the doctor's office to get the medication because people treated you like you were a drug addict if you needed that medication. So I refused to do it. So my boss, like that's another thing. So this is not my ADHD. I'm about to cry a little bit. Forgive me. My ADHD journey was not self-inflicted. It was not like I was going saying I need medicine or no, this my y'all, that's hard. Because my friends and family said there was something wrong and they knew that I was struggling to the point where my boss, she said, I'll go. Well, actually, my boss got me the appointment. And then my coworker, she's so sweet, Ebony, she went with me to the appointment so that I didn't feel like people were gonna make me out to be a drug addict or something. But I fought against taking that medication because I didn't want to be viewed like that. And what's making me cry is that it was that real. It's not like where people say, I got a touch of it, I kind of got it. No, this is where your friends and family do an intervention because you're losing things, you're about to burn the houses down, and they know that you're struggling. That's why my big pet peeve is when people try to talk to me like I'm stupid because I'm not stupid. I just have a hard time honing in. Like my mind is going 1,000 miles a minute. Like if you want a great idea, I'm your girl. If you want a way out of no way, I'm your girl. If you want a strategy, I'm your girl. If you want someone to detail clean your house, I'm your girl. But if you want me to come straighten up and organize, I'm not that girl. If you want clerical work done, I'm not that girl. You know what I mean? That's what they do here in the country. You wave. So my neighbor going past, so I waved. Uh, so I'm sorry. The thing that made me cry is the fact that it was extremely obvious and extremely noticeable that I was struggling. Hey, baby girl, leave him alone. No, baby girl. I said no. Stay. Uh, So it was extremely obvious, kind of probably like it is here right now, that I have a severe ADHD. So then the situation, so I had been on the medication for 10 years and it did help. It helped. Like I could sink my teeth in things, like not just have a great idea and then gloss over the top. No, I could sink my teeth in them and really learn. You know what I mean? Like really read the whole book myself. Didn't need something to read to me. It helped with having a farm, because then I could see what needed to be done and just I was able to do it. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that movie Limitless was how the ADHD medication did me mentally. It was like instead of looking at like look at this mess. You see this mess? I have to clean it up. I turned it over on purpose because of wait, where is it? Right there. the trash can, I didn't put holes in it, and then a big rain came, and then it made all the trash soggy, so I couldn't burn the trash in the burn thing because it was too soggy, so I had to just dump it. And but now we have a storm coming tonight. So but I dumped it so that way it'll dry out, you know. It needed to dry out before I could do anything with it. Why was I telling y'all that about the farm? I don't know. But oh well, so okay, that now I know, because I have been struggling, right? I bought a farm, and when I got here, I instantly found a doctor and started taking my ADHD medications from here. But the doctor's office here was horrible. Don't ever go to that doctor's office. Hey, my love, how you doing, babe? I'm giving an update on my ADHD journey, because remember I told everybody I was going to eat potatoes every single day for a week. So I felt like y'all deserved an update. So I want to finish giving the update, bring everybody up to speed to where we are now. So when I first got to Edmonton, I started seeing a nurse practitioner here who this was a horrible doctor's office. Like, they are just medicating people. That is it. And they're treating people horribly there. They're literally treating them like drug addicts and trying to keep them like drug addicts. I'm not going to say their name, but at the same point, they kind of need to be blasted, because I went into the doctor's office like and asked to use the phone and was denied. Like, who? And then they said, oh, someone else might be calling us. Who is more important than your patient that you put on 50 milligrams of Adderall per, which I never took that amount, even though they put me on it. I always took 25. I took half the dose. But anyways, your patient who you put on 50 milligrams of ADHD medication, whom you won't allow to see the doctor over a copay. Who's more important than that person right now, when that person was trying, I was trying to fix my insurance. It's, whatever was stopping me from the opportunity to see the doctor. But long story short, they just didn't want me there. And it was cool. It's cool. I don't want to be nowhere I don't want to be wanted. You get what I'm saying? So at that point, I was plunged in a situation of having to figure out how to go it without my ADHD medications. Like, it was stopped abruptly after 10 years. Yeah, these people kind of need to be sued for the way they did it, but I'm not going to do it. I feel like the world is ending anyways, and God going to get them. And when I told the man, I said, like, when he still wouldn't let me see a doctor, mind you, I have medical mutual, Medicaid, and Medicare. I have medical mutual, Medicaid, and Medicare, and they still wouldn't let me see the doctor. We know what that was. I ain't allowed to say it, but we know what that was, right? So, anyways, I was thrust in this world of having to um, run a farm by myself with no medications, without my medications that I had been on for 10 years straight. Y'all, it was bad. It got real bad here. And I want to give a shout out to my friends that really, I'm about to cry again, that really helped me through that journey. Linda B, Jamila, Rachel, girl, thank you, Rachel. Rachel put my life back on track. Like, I had some really good people step up and help me mentally, be accountability partners to help me not burn the house down, help me know what I should do next, because that's the big thing about ADHD, is you have a hard time with executive functioning. Like, I don't know how to segment what needs to be done. Like, meaning, like this. You might look at this yard and this farm, and you might go, "Oh yeah, pick up those whatever." And then I need somebody to say, "No, pick that up." And then I dive in, pick it up. Then I get to doing more after I dive in, pick it up. But before, I don't see the problem with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, look, I don't even see the problem with it. You get what I'm saying? And like, not until, right now it has to dry out. So it's not bothering me. So, long story short, during that process, I went through the withdrawals of not being on that medication. Mentally, my brain felt dry. I'm just telling you the truth. My brain felt dry to where I was just it was like I couldn't get a thought to hold on to it. Like, no, I'm talking about thoughts of suicide, thoughts of why am I here, thoughts of ruining it all. I almost burned down my house again. I blew up the trash. Y'all see the trash got blown up because I threw, look, there it go. I put a aerosol can in there on mistake. Didn't mean to, but I thought I sorted it properly, but not until it blew up did I go, oh shoot. You get what I'm saying? So it was a really rough journey. But then I heard God say, "Let thy food be thy medicine." And I'm struggling really hard here. You know, though I own my farm, cash paid out, I still don't have any income. I still don't have any money. You know what I mean? And I'm trying to get a job, but I'm in a place where I don't know anyone. And most people here work in a cafeteria or on a factory line. Those are not places for me to be. Your food, like, no, I need to take my time with anything that I do. I can't be in a factory kind of mode. You get what I'm saying? So I've been struggling big time. So long story short, the lady that just drove past, she gave me a bag of potatoes to eat because I didn't have any food, right? And so I cooked those potatoes, and oh my goodness, it felt like it felt like I took my medication. Like, next thing I know, I cleaned Rex Camper. I'm sure y'all saw the video on that. I started figuring it out. Like, it felt like my brain got wet. I told you it felt dry before, and it felt like it got like moistened. You get what I'm saying? To where I was able to think. Okay. So at that point, I decided, okay, what I'll do is see if potatoes really do help your brain like that. Well, here's what I found out. It does at first, but not over the long term. That's why I did not continue it nonstop. I did continue it, but I had to add a egg and a protein, a protein, dairy and a protein. And then once I did that, it was like I had my medication. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was as close to getting as about the medication. Um, so once I had a potato, egg, and a meat, then my mind went whoosh. Okay. So that's the problem with ADHD medicines. They kind of put you in a position where you're not used to eating. You don't eat that much with the medication. Now that is a drawback of it, is that you don't have the desire to eat. You don't have the taste for food. Okay? So now being off the medication, y'all see I done gained a little weight, right? Because I do have a desire for food, but I've been strategic about my food eating because I need to survive. Y'all, I own a farm. And I'm one person by myself, no friends, no family, nobody to help me with this farm. So I have to eat to survive. I have to eat in order to figure it out. So I wanted you guys, anybody that's going through this same journey as me, that don't want to do the medications, want God said, let thy food be thy medicine, and want to figure out a way to survive, want to figure out a way to survive without Adderall or Vyvanse, because the truth, Adderall and Vyvanse both give you an attitude. It's true. It makes you more serious. Without my medication, I'm as silly as they can be. I'm a comedian, a jokester, the whole nine. But when I got the medication, I'm like, one plus two, get this, go. All right, let's dive into this. Hold up, I'm still working on it. You get what I'm saying? But without it, I'm like, happy day. So that's another thing. When you have ADHD severe, you have a problem with social cues. I often don't know when people are being mean to me. Often. I don't know it. I don't even see it. They'll literally be like, you think you all that, don't you? And I'll be standing there going, No, I don't think I'm all that, but I really try hard to, and I don't even notice what, that they were trying to be mean to me. That's how me and Miss Faithful, y'all go back and look at the videos. The lady that was in the videos with me, that's kind of how we became close friends, is because she'd be looking at me like, you know they trying to disrespect you, right? And I wouldn't see it. I just would be arguing my case, like, and then this and then that. That's another thing. People with ADHD often get predators come to them. I've been predatorized. My ex-husband connected to me in order to uh do something bad to my daughter. I put him in jail though. I did because, but I know, looking back on it, I know he knew I was gonna forget things. I know, like, cause he was amazing to me. He was like a right hand to me. So it's like you could tell he was waiting on the moment that I was completely dependent on him, so that that way he could do unspeakable things. So I'm being honest with you guys, and I'm just putting it out there, and I know it's all scatterbrained, but I felt like it was important to let to come here and let other people know who have ADHD, it's possible to make it, but you do have to be strategic about your food. One of the things that I'm learning is milk and ice cream and dairy products, amazing for ADHD. Like if I have a bowl of cereal before bed, the next day I feel happy. I feel like I can make it. My mind is, more my executive functioning is better, and I'm able to, get more things done. But if I don't have cereal before bed at night, I'm not okay the next day, and it takes a longer for me to figure out what am I doing and how to do it properly. Okay? So, so that's what I wanted to let you know. High protein, high dairy diets really is seeming to be the answer to helping with mental fog related to ADHD. I'm not reading this from a book, y'all. I treated myself like a guinea pig because of the direness of buying a farm as a single lady with no help, nobody to help me, right? And then going to the doctor and losing, them taking away my medication. So it's literally do or die right now, right? So uh in doing that, I had to make myself a guinea pig so that I could figure out how I could survive. All right. So I should have wrote some of this stuff down, but that's not ADHD of me, is it? so um so I want to just repeat that. So here's the things that I've learned: high protein, high dairy, eggs. Eggs really do help the brain 1,000 times over. I've noticed that too. Like if I have eggs in a day, like give me a couple of hours, I will have desire. Because that's what ADHD seems to take away from you, is desire to like dive in. You get what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, you have a whole bunch of ideas. Your mind goes 1,000 different places. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. I wonder how that works. Ooh, trees breathe out oxygen, but we breathe out carbon monoxide and they breathe in so you get excited, but then you're off to the next thing. You know what I mean? But if you have an egg, it will make you it'll make you dive in a little bit more. So eggs. Milk is another one. Milk gives you happiness. Like, I can't explain it. Milk, dairy products, I have to admit, I literally watched myself, and then I would drink a glass of milk, or I would eat some cereal and then go to sleep. The next day, I'm telling you, I noticed every time I did that, I had a great day the next day. But if I didn't do that, it would be so hard getting started, you know? Um, what else do I need to let you know? Oh, the potatoes. Let's talk about the potatoes. The potatoes by themselves don't work. Let's just be honest. By themselves, they don't work, okay? But if you add meat with your potato, then it does get better. Like you then get energy to accomplish and finish a task, right? So I have to admit, dairy seems to make you want to do the task, make you give you desire for accomplishing something, for like it makes you want. I can't explain it any other way except for gives you desire. Okay. But the potatoes and the protein mixed together, they give you the stamina to finish it. So once you're going, like the dairy makes you want, then the potato and the protein makes you keep going until the completion of the task. So that's some of the things that I've been learning. Also, do some research. Hey love, I broke my phone. ADHD for real. That's why I'm on the computer, and that's why I haven't done a video in a while. It's because I broke, look at the screen to my phone. So that's right where the camera's at. Ain't that perfect? Perfect hit. Right where the camera's at, to where I can't, I can't go live on my phone anymore. Um, so do some research into ADHD. This is a part of the conspiracy part, y'all. Y'all know that's how I made my claim to fame here, is that I've been able to study some things on the governmental conspiracy side that came true, right? So here's one. You need to know that whatever experiments they were doing on the military, yeah, I believe it created ADHD. I've noticed that if you have severe ADHD and you meet someone else with severe ADHD, ask them if their parents were in Vietnam or in the military during Vietnam. They all say yes. I literally have not met one severe ADHD, like a person like me, where it wasn't that I felt like something was wrong with me. No, this is where my family and friends did an intervention and said something was wrong. You get what I'm saying? So when you meet another person like that, ask them if somebody in their family was in the military. I have not, every single person, I have not met anyone who wasn't. Every person that had severe ADHD, their family member was in the military, and that is deep. That's deep, right? So, and it makes sense because we're maniacs. Wouldn't they be trying to create maniacs? I mean, I ain't gonna lie. A person with ADHD is a full-fledged maniac. I said it. It's true. If you got ADHD, severe ADHD, you know I'm telling the truth. We are full-fledged maniacs. And we don't feel much unless we're on a line. Like going, I like that. Okay, I want to get into that. Or but if we're not looking at it and feeling it and you don't feel much. I'm being honest. If anybody out there has ADHD, they'll tell you unless they're engaged in a dopamine responsive activity, they don't feel. I'm being honest. I know some people are like, what you mean you don't feel? Meaning, I don't know how to explain it. I wish I did know how to explain it, but it is literally like, oh, they hit their head. Oh, well, let's figure out the components to fix their head. Whereas other people like, no, they hit their head. And I'm like, okay, well, let's figure out the components to fix it. You get what I'm saying? So it's a totally different, I don't know how to explain it. That's why my social cues are off. That's what I mean. My social cues are off. So I know they created this within our military people. My mother had 4 miscarriages before she was finally able to have me, behind what they did to my dad in Camp Lejeune, and which I got to look into. I bet you there's tons of money out there for me at Camp Lejeune, because my dad's passed away since. He had tumors up under all of his skin. Like, no, they were called fibro something lymphomas, but they were tumors all up under his skin. You know what I mean? Look like humps. But they saying that might not be covered. So, just pray for me. But I'm hoping I'm giving, if you got severe ADHD and you know that, people around you are saying, look, you need help, hon. You know what I mean? Look and see, do your parents got it? Like, how many miscarriages did your mom have before she could have you? I'm the only child of my father. Every last other child was born or wasn't born, would have been deformed. You get what I'm saying? So my mom had two miscarriages and two abortions because the babies had head arms growing out their heads, type thing. Yeah, real live like that, right? So at the same point, I'm saying that to say, if there's ever an ADHD case, yeah, y'all, we need to start being honest about what they did back during Vietnam era, because it really did create a whole bunch of maniacs. I know I'm a maniac and a maniacs. Why would they put that? Why would they make that the conspiracy part of it? Why was there a cartoon called Animaniacs unless they possibly made some Animaniacs? Why was there a cartoon about the X-Men? Because my ADHD is a superpower sometimes. Like in a like what's that girl who ADHD love? She says it all the time, and it's so true that in a chaos situation, I am the most level-headed. I can literally figure it out. Like, I'm not sitting there heartbroken about the fact he hit his head. No, I am sopping up the blood, sewing. I'm reading a book to sew up the, you get what I'm saying? The gash on his head. Like, me and my boss used to talk about this, and that's why my boss was kind enough to take me to the doctor. But I have extremely high self-efficacy. Like, if you had a kidney problem in the apocalypse and you were in pain, I would read the book and do surgery on you with complete belief that I could do it. That's a superpower. Other people be scared. No, I'd be full-fledged like, okay, so this is the A venture. You know what I mean? Like, okay, well, let's do it first on an animal. Okay, now we're gonna do it. I'm going in. Somebody, that's the way ADHD people think, because we don't have those emotional hangups that a lot of people have. We don't have those. And that's why our um social cues are off, because other people, when they're trying to hurt you or disrespect you or be mean to you, it's usually an emotional situation for why they're doing it. We don't have those kind of emotions. So a lot of times I don't even notice it. A lot of times, like, or another one is we have rejection sensitivity. And now I'll tell you this, it's not an emotional thing, it's just trying not to be a burden. Maybe y'all don't want me to come. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I know I get on my nerves. Maybe I'm getting on your nerves too. Okay, I'll go home. It's no big deal to me. You get what I'm saying? I'm telling the truth, y'all. I'm telling the truth. If anything you could expect to get on a Faithful Wisdom Warrior show, is the truth. Like a real self-aware truth that even if other people won't admit it, I'll admit it, because we only got one life to live, and we got to be as honest as possible in order to survive it. you know so what else do I want to tell you about ADHD? The military possibly did it. High protein dairy makes you want. That's important, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, drink you a glass of milk before bed. It really does. It gives you desire. It gives you desire, you know what I mean, to accomplish a task. Well, the desire to want. I won't say it gives you anything to accomplish the task. It just makes you want. Okay. But if you eat protein and potatoes, that gives you the stamina to finish it, you know? So what else do I need to tell y'all about this? That it's hard. It's hard. And I can't go work a regular job. I would love to, but I can't. I really can't. It's all I'm doing is waiting to get fired. I have to have creative jobs where I'm the CEO. I know that sounds bad, and people think, "Oh, you're just trying to be, the top dog." No, no, no. I work better when I can think and just do what needs to be done. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm inventing what needs to be done. Now, that is something an ADHD person can do with their eyes closed. Invent stuff. I tell y'all all the time, it is easier for me to invent a way versus follow your directions about how to do something. No, if I follow your directions, I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to forget your directions probably about an hour later, and you're going to have to tell them to me again. Even if I do it all day long, tomorrow, I'm going to forget your instructions and need you to tell it to me again. But if you give me a task, like a challenge, like I remember at Applewood Centers, I was their head of marketing and recruitment, right? So they just gave me a challenge. Like, okay, we need new foster parents, and this is what the children are dealing with. And we need people that won't abuse the children. We need people that will do this, that, and the other. And then I would go invent and find and study and psychoanalyze people to figure out how to find the right people. My last job did not tell me what to do. No, they freed me. And that's why I was the best. They went from 8 inquiries, like before a year before I got there, to like 400 in like a few weeks. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what I did. I thought about the problem and went, where can I find people that, where women at? I joined a pageant and won just so that our name could get in the pageant directory so that way people who wanted to be a foster parent, there's a whole bunch of women in that crowd. I needed to be in that pageant. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of women there. So I needed to be in the pageant. Right. I didn't expect to win. I just wanted to get our name in the program, But praise God, I won too. You know what I mean? So if you have ADHD and you're struggling, oh, that's another one. Accountability partners. Find someone you trust that will help you think. And I know you're like, who got time to be helping somebody think? Or it's detrimental. That's what happened with Linda B helps me. Linda B calls me and literally is like, you put water in there with them chickens? Because I forgot I was wondering why my chicken jumped at my face. It's because I forgot to put water in there. Matter of fact, I wonder if they got water now. I gotta go check. That kind of stuff. So get an accountability partner. Set timers. That really helps. Like when it's time to clean up something, turn on, like, make yourself a playlist. You could go see my playlist on my YouTube channel. It literally says motivational songs. Get you a playlist or songs from Knowledge. My sister Knowledge, Jamila, she sent me some great songs. But make you a playlist and then set a timer and then try to beat the timer. That kind of stuff really do work. If not letting people down, like if Linda B or Rachel or any of the people say, oh, Jamila's great at this, Jamila will straight be like, stop being lazy. I'm about to do this. And by the time I call you back, you better have done that. Yeah. Oh, that kind of stuff work. Yeah, because I'm not going to be at the bottom of the barrel. No, I will have it done by the time you call back, and maybe some more. You get what I'm saying? Last minute stuff really is good for an ADHD person. Like if you say you're coming over my house, I probably ain't cleaned my house in 2 weeks. But let you come over, that house will be spotless before you get here. You get what I'm saying? It's real. And so I'm trying to say all that to say it's real. Get you an accountability partner, somebody you trust. Stay away from bullies. Now that has been a big part of my ADHD journey. Like I was looking at my Facebook page um the other day, and I was surprised how many people are no longer a part of my life that were in all my pictures. All my pictures up until now, most of those people are no longer my friends or a part of my life. But then when I think about their characteristics, they were bullies, because ADHD people really do have a light. They really do have a glow about them. They really do light up a room. They really do be like, come on, lemonade stand. You get what I'm saying? They really do, like, Africa, we're going to Africa. But there's some people that hate that light. They really do. And I want you to know, it's hard for us to spot them sometimes. But the way that I've been spotting them is if they're a bully. If they're a bully, stay away from bullies, because they really will keep you in your place versus give you accountability. There's two different types there. You want an accountability partner, not a bully. You get what I'm saying? So a bully is like every idea you have. No, that ain't gonna work. Oh, she always talking loud. She always thinks she gonna do something like that. Girl, whatever. Or, but they be the first ones when y'all go to the club that be have epic nights. Like, that's my girl. That's my girl. So it look like they your friend, but really they just draining your light. You know, they really just like attaching to your light so that they, get something out of it too. So you be careful of that. Be careful of that. Because now looking back then, nobody ever could have told me that. But now looking back on it and knowing I'm in the hardest time of my life and nobody's around, nobody coming, ain't nobody. Well, I ain't gonna say nobody, because all the good people in my life, like the ones when you look at their essence, all of them are still there, like Candace, Danielle, uh, Jamila, uh, just so many different people. There's just so many people where I wish I could name them all. I can't think of name them all because I got ADHD. But there's so many people that have stood the test of time. But when I look back on it, these were the ones with the soft, sweet, gentle hearts. These were the ones that weren't just trying to glean your energy. They had energy of their own. You know, these were the ones that really do want you to succeed. They are the ones that call you sunshine, and they're sunshine too. They're not trying to hold you back or hold you down. That's what happens with people with ADHD. You will often get people who I'm sorry, you'll often get people who tell you you're doing too much. She too much, too much, too much. Stay away from those people. Real talk. They can't feel the goodness that's coming off of you. They don't let them glean the rewards of your superpower when you know how hard you struggle just to keep day to day together. A lot of those people will turn around and be jealous about something that is hurting you, where you like, you really jealous about that? Are you serious? The fact that I could walk in any room and get up on any stage, and that, you don't even understand. Like, no, I have to do that in order to even get anything done. I wish I could fall back a little. I would love to fall back. You know what I mean? So just be careful of the type of friends that you have, because looking back on it, I had a lot of bullies as friends, a whole lot, and they're all gone. Thank God, they're all gone. Only the good people stayed, and I'm grateful for the people that stayed. Uh, let's see what else. Hmm. I think I gave y'all all of it. I don't think I need to repeat myself again. I'll give a quick recap. Accountability partners that you trust, super important. Someone that's just going to challenge you to get up, and then going to call you back later on with some, did you do it? I did, man. You know what I mean? That's great. That's great. Yes, I did it. And then they cheer you on when you do it, or y'all high five like, we did it. Those are the best people. Squirrel. No, that was that my dryer's going. The house was shaking because the trailer was shaking. It's my first time ever living in a trailer. So the trailer was shaking. I'm like, what's that? So, anyways, accountability partners. Uh, Dairy gives you desire. Protein and potatoes together gives you the stamina to complete something. So make sure you have your dairy first, or have it all as one meal. But know this, it'll let you finish a task. What else? Check into what happened with the military and ADHD. I'm hoping that y'all, I'm about to look into that. Because no, for real, there is a correlation. There is a correlation. I would hope anyone who has severe ADHD, put it in the comments. Is your family in the military? Do you come from a military line? I'm telling you, I haven't met anyone to say no yet. All of them that have it like me come from a military line. Um, what else? You could do it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Oh, that's another thing. The military chants work. My neighbors be kind of like, what is she down there singing? But when you're working and doing a military chant, it works. Like I literally sing a song. I can win. I can make it. I'm going to win. I'm going to take it. You can't stop me. I'm never going to stop. And I'm telling you, those military, 1, 2, we can do it. Those things help. And don't feel weird about it. No, you have to survive at all costs. I know I am. Real talk. And here we go. Most of the people I know pay a mortgage. If I'm the dumb, slow one, I ain't got no mortgage. And I own land. So I ain't that dumb and slow. You know what I mean? Maybe I just got way too high self-efficacy to where I thought I could do it by myself. That ain't possible. What'd you say, love? Could I sub? Go ahead and sub. It won't let you sub. You can. You're as at single. You don't own land. I own you. Oh, you got the wrong one. Let's talk. Y'all. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. You got the wrong one, baby. I ain't the one for that. And let me tell you why. Because I'm going to take my time with you and find out why you doing stuff like that. So go ahead. Let's talk about it. Y'all, the ADHD conversation over. Now I got to talk to Dead Writer. Let's talk about it, Dead Writer. What's going on, boo? Why would you write that? I don't own land. You own me. Come on, let's talk about it. Tell me why. I want to know. It would be my blessing today to find out why. Because that's not the way to treat people. Real talk. And I don't do spooky, you know? I'd rather us talk and find out what's going on in your daily, which you probably shouldn't have a name like Deadly. No, because you know why, right? You know why, right? So just tell me, what's going on with you? Why would you say I don't own land, I own you? No, I do own land. The deed's in my name. I do. Yeah. And it's mine. Like right now, I could pull out my gun and start shooting. Nobody could stop me. I could play music as loud as I want here. There's no sound ordinance. I can do whatever I want here because it's my home. So tell me what's up. Oh, they gone now? Why? Dad, why they always leaving me? I be wanting them to stay. Dag. They always leaving me, Linda. I'm still here, buddy. You don't have to leave. I want to know. Talk to me. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. But ain't we all sick? I know he's sick, but I'm sick too. He messing with a maniac. Look, I'm telling you, I'm like the nun on. Have you ever watched Evil? Remember how the demon guy looked at the nun and was like, "I'm gonna get you," and he had a knife, and then she turned around like, "Motherfucker." Now we can talk and be friends in the end, or we can be enemies. Shit. I really am a maniac too. So it's good. That's my people you talk. Look, Linda, that's my people you talking about. Come on back, Deadly. You know I'm your people. Stop playing. Real dog. That's another thing. ADHD people don't get scared that easy. We don't. I'm telling you, we don't have those kind of feelings. I don't. I don't get scared easy at all. No, no. Like maybe if somebody else is driving, like if I'm not driving and I'm sitting in the passenger seat, yeah, I get scared then. I'll be all like, oh my God. But if I'm driving, shit, I wish you would. You better get out of my way. Ain't that right, puppy? That's the reason why I got gigantic dogs. My dogs think I'm going to protect them. No, for real. I doubt my dogs would protect me. Real talk. I don't even think they would. Real talk. Because they'd be too busy looking at me like, you going to get a mommy? Because they know I'm crazy. Well, I ain't going to say I'm crazy, but I am a maniac. I am. I know I'm a maniac, and it's okay. That don't denote good or bad, you know? That just means You gotta ride for your money when you mess with me, honey. Real talk. Oh, they really laugh. You ain't gonna get the courage, deadly rider, to say anything back. I just want to hear from you. Like, I would love for you to tell me why. Like, tell me what happened. Who put a noodle? I mean, who put like hair in your noodles today? And why they do that? And what happened? I would listen. Like, this is the place. If you crazy, whenever I'm live, this is the place where you could sit and talk about it. And I'll turn the whole show into about what you going through, what you feeling, what's going on with you, and then try to make you feel better. No, don't get me wrong. I ain't one of these people that's gonna turn around and be like, I hate you. Shut up, you dumb. No, nah, deadly. I just think you should change your name because like if you know words are real, you calling that on yourself. Cause deadly still denotes dead. You know what I'm saying? So how about you just take the deadly out and put rider on there? You know what I mean? Or if you want to seem hard and fierce, call yourself Fierce Rider. You know, I'm just trying not to, I'm trying for you not to die. Real talk. Real talk. I'm just basically saying I don't want you to die. Yeah, you think that you deadly towards others, but you do know what goes around comes around. If you deadly to others, then that means that God's gonna be deadly to you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to help you out. I'm trying to tell you I don't think that that should be your name. Uh, just that part. Because I've seen supernatural things. Look, my girl even seen supernatural things. We done seen some supernatural things where now ain't the time to play like that. Real talk. Maybe back in 2000. Not 2020 though. After 2020, the gates of hell been open, and we gotta act accordingly. The gates of hell been opened, and we have to act accordingly. Okay, uh, we on the movie Once Upon a Time, bro, and I'm gonna need you to stay safe out there. That's what I want. I want you to stay safe out there, Deadly Rider. But know this, it's nothing but love here. I don't got no other emotion. Like that's another thing. That's why I know ADHD was created by the military because I only have I love you emotions or real life. I don't want to say that word you got. You know what I mean? That's why I make a sincere decision daily to be strictly good. Let's throw that out there. So a lot of people wonder why she always like she don't have no middle ground when it comes to good and evil. I don't, because I in the car with anyone and go on an adventure with them, and next thing you know, you're being held hostage, or you got three baby daddies because they all promised you a great life with them. You get predatorized when you have ADHD, and don't get me wrong, if you kind of go like I don't know how to be half evil. Real talk. Just like I don't know how to be half good. So I just be all the way good so that way I know it'll keep me safe because there's real predators out there that will take advantage of your diagnosis. They really will. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I've watched it. I've been in situations where I'm writing rap songs about slicing people open and playing with their insides just because I'm with the wrong crowd. Now, don't get me wrong, the wrong crowd was bad. Well, if I'm with them, I don't know how to be half for nothing. So if I'm with them, I'm all bad. You give it because I don't know how to be half for nothing. It just don't work like that when you got ADHD. It just don't. You got to be all or none. Real talk. So that's why I made the decision to be all good. Like if I had to go all one way, I'm going all good. So a lot of people think I'm trying to be a goody two shoes or trying to be better than them, or it ain't got nothing to do with you. It really got to do with the fact that if I lower my moral standard a little bit, man, you don't even know. I be done robbed a bank. I be done did something wrong, real wrong. Cause I don't have those social cues that other people have. Like, hey, look, let's be real. Dude, that guy that was coming here, I'm gonna admit it. It's happened. I'm gonna admit it. Okay. Y'all remember that guy? Well, he used to drink all the time and he wanted me to be a thug with him. Real talk. So he walked up on me on some, yeah. And then I said, you better back up from me. I told you stop. I told you stop. Man, y'all know that man got a bite right here. Cause that shows you I was up under his arm. That means that man put me in a headlock. Real talk. Real talk. So that means he put me in the headlock. But he got a bite here that's gonna be here for the rest of his life. Why? Because I wanted to walking dead his ass. You get what I'm saying? So that's why don't take me there. Just let me be good. You know what I mean? Real talk. Just let me be good. That's why a lot of people are like, how's she good now? It's by choice. Can you believe that? People really can be good by full choice. They can. But it's when you allow it to be, you know, up in the air, is when you get caught up in entanglements. Meaning, think about it. If I didn't tell that man he was about to lose his life messing with me. You get what I'm saying? And put him in, you know what I mean? Put him out. Y'all understand? That I would have been in an entanglement and dragged down to a road that I would have been too good at being bad at. Real talk. And that's the truth. And sometimes we gotta admit these kinds of things. You know, that's the way you make it to peace. You know, I'm at peace. I'm at peace. Why? I remember the day that I made the decision for full good. When I made an actual decision that I was gonna be all good at all cost. It was because I learned about a bell curve. Y'all know what a bell curve is, right? I was in college, I was learning statistics, and I learned about this bell curve, right? So it's like that, where, hold on, in the camera, it don't look this way. So let me start over here, right? So let's say if this was all good and this was all evil, right? And most people land somewhere in between, right? But the fact that this and this exist means, am I that? Could I get that bad? Like, am I Orlando Brown flesh eating bad? Because remember, that's what he said he did. Hey, I forgive you, bro. God gonna deal with you on them kind of things. But at the same point, in a world where it's that bad, where the devil is real, like at the maximum point of evil means the devil is real, and the maximum point of good means God is real. God is real. Oh, don't that feel good, y'all? Meaning God is real. Then I'm gonna shoot for the stars. I'm gonna shoot for all good, right? And then maybe I'll land somewhere in here. You get what I'm saying? That was the day I chose all good. When I realized I want to shoot for the stars of all good because they've done something with our DNA makeup, because I miss social cues, because I don't feel the same things other people feel. I'm going to shoot all good. And maybe I could land on the stars. And all good would say, don't go jump in that guy's car. Right? You shouldn't do that. Right? Or don't keep bad people around you. That's all good for me. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, I know that hurts for the bad people, but nah, we going to jail. If I don't want to go to jail. You know what I mean? It's one of those situations like, what kind of life do you want to live? And then choose, do you want to be good or do you want to be bad? Now, don't get me wrong, bad was fun. But when it boils down to it, it ain't worth it. Ooh, excuse me. It ain't worth the long-term effects of bad. You know what I mean? You alcoholism, discrimination, because now you got a bad reputation, not being able to get the job, people don't trust you, um, uh, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. Like, it comes with promiscuity, like, and then I feel like I could never have another. I don't want another husband, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I have to be set apart for God now because of how much I've experienced in this lifetime, you know? But if you take your time and just be good from the beginning, that's what I've been teaching my daughter, is realize like there's two types of people trying to use you. Don't think they not. Oh, everybody trying to use you. It's good people and it's bad people. The question is which one's team are you willing to be on? Because if you stay with the good people, well, they want you to help them with their schoolwork, or they want to sing lolly die songs, or they want you to help at church, or and don't think like I know y'all saying there's some bad people that go to church that want to use and abuse. They no, the truth is, if they're bad, they're just at church. There's some bad people at church. But no, watch for the good people. The good people want to be found doing God's work. So they're not trying to do that. And that's what we have to teach our children to discern. You know what I mean? And that's what, as a 43-year-old woman, I'm learning how to discern now. Like, first thing we always want to say is that guy got potential. Right? He got potential. He got little issues, but he said he want to do right. He got a good job. He's working. He comes home every day. He brings me his entire paycheck. All he wants me to do is cook him dinner. But yeah, he do a little bump every now and then. And yeah, he drinks sometime. And we both get drunk together. You know what I'm saying? And we go to the bar and we kick it together. Yeah, no, 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 no. That's two lukewarm people. Let's be real. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, let's give you a reason to hate me. Because that's the truth. I was a lukewarm person, I know. And all those end bad. I don't care. It does. I've been married twice. And umpteenth relationships. And I'm letting you know all of those end bad. I don't care. It's the truth. Take it from the person that went on ahead and did it anyways. Oh man, I got some potential men. Both my baby daddies been to prison because they had potential. Real talk. My next husband kept me in the bar, kept me drunk with him, kept me chilling, hanging out, partying, fat, happy with him. Yeah, but he didn't have potential. He was a bad dude. You get what I'm saying? So teaching our daughters to discern when people are being found doing God's work. No, not saying they get with you and then they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to do better now because you're a woman of God. Nah, he wasn't found doing God's work, meaning you should literally roll up on him delivering food to the homeless. You should literally watch him delivering food to your house for a consistent amount of time. It can't be the day you found him. No, no, no. Meaning that's his identity. You gotta like find him. Meaning, is that his identity? Well, then if his identity, because like if his identity is, well, I do this at night, I mean, I do this in the morning, I deliver food to the homeless. If I deliver food to the homeless in the daytime, but at night I go partying and kicking it. Because guess what he expects you to do at night? Go partying and kicking it. And if you don't, somebody else will, right? You're telling the truth. So you understand what I'm trying to say. So no, my next husband, if I ever get one, I really feel like I'm just set apart for God now. But only way I'll know that he's the right guy is that he'll be found doing God's work. Like, no, consistently found. Like he's going to study the Bible with me. He's going to deliver food to the homeless, and there's no other better option. Like if I'm like, "Ooh, let's go to the party and let's go partying." No, not for him. There's no other option for a man like that. So how did we end up talking about men? Cuz I was talking about good and evil, I guess. Hmm. Yeah. So we have to teach our children to discern good and evil by watching the fruit that people bear and then making a choice for their own fruit. Everybody think that you're just inherently a certain type of seed. I'm letting you know you really can make a strong choice for what type of seed you want to be. But you can't fake it. Like you can't lukewarm it. No, you just fake. But if you like, "Nah, I'm ready to put on the hijab. I'm ready to uh like, if the man offer you the opportunity to go to the bar and kick it and party, or go to church and study, and or go to the museum and study biblical prophecy, which one you gonna choose? You get what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't fake that. You're gonna have to be ready to make those choices. So anyways, I'm just blabbing. And I was hoping that the person would come back, but they ain't. See, that's why I ain't got no trolls or nothing. Y'all no fun. Like, even the trolls reject me. Talk to you guys later. Bye. You want to come back? You there? No? All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. I hope this helped in some kind of crazy way. But I know for somebody who thinks like me, it helped. All right. Bye.